Alright, y'all, what's going on? This is MadWavy Radio for the waviest of individuals. It's your boy Tony Wavy, Hip Hop Picasso.
And it's your boy Bryce O'Quay, aka B Mad. And shout outs to our producer, DeBron Thomas. We're over here at WUKY 91.3.
Y'all tap in.
MadWavy. All right, you all. Thank you very much. Again, you already know we're gonna start with the thank you and much love parade. First and foremost, this is MadWavy Radio episode. Which episode is this, Tony?
I think we're on episode 5.
We on episode
We
5.
made it to 5.
They stop playing with us. This is episode 5.
Cinco.
Halfway to 10. So, yeah. Again, super shout outs to WUKY. To all the amazing people here.
Shout out to the amazing, the fantastic. He came in here, drove 2 seconds, and got here all the way from North Carolina. DeBron Thomas, our producer, driving at the speed of light.
I'm saying, no, yeah. Like he drove from North Carolina like this morning, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like literally, yeah. They said actually he didn't even really drive. They said he was pedaling. Like
Sheesh.
he had one of those.
What I heard, he was on his Flintstones running that mug.
Yeah. They said because people said that he was going at least like 85 on the interstate or whatever, but they saw feet.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, hold on. Like, but I know DeBron drive a nice car. How they see feet?
Somebody throwing a Flintstone sound.
Yeah. He just run faster than the cars go. Shouts to DeBron Thomas. He does his thing. So real quick, we got to jump straight into our recaps because we got a big episode. This episode, don't we? So tell it what you been up to, sir?
Man, we've been cooking. We just had the Stronger Together concert. Obviously, B Mad Jew was hosting. We reached a whole new audience of people. Shout out to Renee, Project Ricochet, everyone involved at the Lyric Theater. It was a beautiful moment, beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? We turned them up with that hip hop. We gave them hip hop vibes.
We did.
And, it was a lot of other amazing artists from Holly, who was on The Voice.
Yeah.
I believe
Chase
her name.
Bush.
Chase, yeah.
Chase Bush, American
what is the young
Idol.
lady named Adeline?
I'm drawing a blank on her last name, but she's a bluegrass star.
Yes,
You know
and
what I
she's
mean?
only 12 years old making music.
What I love so much about the concert was how it serves so many purposes as far as like not just like the arts and health connection, but also like learning about these people.
Facts.
Because I mean, clearly we knew the hip hop artists and the poets. Shout out to Soul Survivor, but also just learning about people like Holly Forbes, Chase Bush, who I'm not really familiar with those talents, but seeing them perform live, I was like, whoa, and. We were having a little bit of a conversation off air, but to run some of that back, talent is undeniable, right?
It is.
Greatness is greatness.
VSP band too. Don't forget about that.
VSP band, yeah. Greatness is greatness. When somebody's great,
and I found the name. It's Adeline Ramey, 12 years old, from out here.
Her voice was
amazing.
Insane.
It was so it was so developed for her age.
It really was. Like that's any child stars, right? Yeah. I don't necessarily want to call her a child star, but I mean, essentially, she's got bluegrass hits.
Yeah.
She's 12 years old. Her voice is ridiculous. Give her a few years and we talk about Taylor Swift potential.
We talking about Hannah Montana potential.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. And it's
got cooking?
It's kind of, before I talk about what I've got cooking, I wish we had some better examples. but all right. But segue. So outside of the concert, you know what I mean, and what we have going on with future MadWavies and stuff. So we've been
MadWavy is crazy too. They miss MadWavy.
Yeah, MadWavy and Doomsday, of course, and the future shows that we'll be announcing. But then also got the opportunity to open up for Afro Man with Jada King. That was crazy.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Like in Austin City Saloon of all spots too.
Sheesh.
That's not the spot that I would have expected.
Like that Afro Man.
Yeah, I mean,
Saloon and Afro don't even sound right.
Well, but the thing is though, Afro Man makes that type of. I mean, he makes that type of that hip hop that I think is very palatable for people that aren't so familiar with, like, hip hop and rap because he's speaking to things that anybody can connect with.
Yeah.
So you think about the working man, right? You know, he talk about Colt 45 and zigzags. Like, come on, you ain't got to be a hip hop head to
understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of made sense. Or whatever. I'm not super familiar with Afro Man's music, but we all know at least you know his big hits and stuff. So that was really, really cool to come out there. You know, Ja did what he did.
Yeah.
Donnie went out there and cooked.
We got a lot of people on Lex going crazy, putting in work, putting out beautiful music. They're sleepers.
Yeah, man, it was amazing. And then of course, you know, the incoming comic projects, some animated projects. You know, some stuff that'll be dropping in. You know. I've been, you know, my director bag, right?
Yeah.
Directed, you know.
Directing.
I got a joint with the Gem Rats will be coming out soon. I got a joint for, you know, one of our Mad Militia alumni. So I'm, you know, excited about those things. So more details to come on that. But now
what?
We got to wrap that up fast because we got to introduce our beautiful, amazing, talented sister that we got sitting with us today. I've been very excited.
Come on.
I've been very excited to have her.
Hold up. We gotta give her the full bio.
We gotta give it a whole bio. Now do your best Shannon Sharp right now.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Listen to me. Hailing. All right, y'all. Hailing. Let me get real. Hailing from the heart of Lexington, Kentucky. Anonimuss Rose is a rising star in the music industry, blending the captivating genres of country, soul, hip hop into a unique and spellbinding musical experience. In 2023, she made a monumental mark on the music scene by clinching the coveted title of Female R&B Artist of the Year at the Blueprint Awards and landing in the top 10% of artists in the country, solidifying her status as a remarkable talent to watch. Not only that, with the release of her debut album in the May of the same year, Anonimuss took the world by storm. The album quickly garnered staggering 300,000 streams, resonating with fans who were drawn to her powerful genre-bending sound. Her music transcends traditional boundaries, infusing soulful melodies with storytelling, depth of country, and the rhythmic energy of hip-hop. So we not only have an amazing artist, but we have an amazing signed and with the distribution deal from not just any music group, but we talking about Universal Music Group. Virgin Music Group. And right here in Lexington, Kentucky. Come on now. Make some noise for Anonimuss Rose. Woo!
Nani.
I think that's like the first time I actually heard your accent. What accent you been?
What accent I got?
I was thinking that too.
Because it's not Kentucky. But it's like borderline city, but with a little bit of southern slang to it.
Little bit. But
Peace and
A little bit
love.
of that from North Carolina.
hey, so first and foremost, thank you. Thank you for coming out here.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And we have to start by giving you your flowers.
Thank
because for anybody that does not know, so I mean we all Brown Sugar alumni sitting over here, right?
Yes, we are.
And,
I met all of y'all at Brown Sugar.
We are,
Yep.
yeah.
Yes, you
absolutely,
did.
absolutely. And you know, I always knew that when I was gonna be at Brown Sugar, I was gonna run into Nani, I was gonna run into Tony. And it's funny, and this is another thing we talked about off air, where it's like every time we make major moves within our career sets, I always expect I'm gonna be sitting here with Nani.
We all gonna be in the same room.
We always gonna be in the same room. Nani, I think that you are one of the most prolific artists in this city, and I think that what you do is very just it's high level artistry. It's unapologetic.
High level work ethic.
The work ethic is insane, and it's a shining example of what I think things should look like for people that want to take their careers in this very seriously. So yeah, you should. I hope you're as proud of yourself as we are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For
I,
sure.
I pat myself on the back sometimes,
Good.
Do that.
but I'm always in the mode of what's next.
Yeah. So
look, we know.
yeah.
We like, what's after this?
What's after this?
Exactly.
Because just seeing the journey from here, from when I met you, going on the Brown Sugar stage, rapping, performing, doing your thing, and to see where you are now, and just even that short period of time. I know you've been working way longer than I've met you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to see that progression and then continually working. And like you said, we trying to get to that next level. But even just seeing where you are presently and what's to come, we know it's only more from here.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
But while we're on these topics of, what you're coming from work-wise and, us being connected to you through Brown Sugar, there's all these things. These origin conversations, I think, are definitely something we're going to have to dive into after this break, and we're gonna jump straight into some Nani joints. I've picked some of my favorites. So
I picked some of my favorites. So y'all make sure to be tuned in.
Absolutely, man. It's MadWavy Radio.
Seen a chick that you showed up with, wasn't impressed. You see me shutting down shit. Had the whole letter we've been through. Never thought I'd see the day we say we were through. She's staring at you, you're staring at me, but hurt is all I see. I can't keep at these games when you're the one to blame. Look at you now, this and that shit. But how I used to ride that stick, how I used to go down, go round, and all night. Man, you know I used to do that shit. I guess she ain't doing that shit. I guess she ain't doing that shit. Looking for me to save you, baby boy. I can't do that no more. You gotta save yourself. He's mine. At the time, baby, all the time. He's mine. At the time, baby, all the time. He's mine. At the time, baby, all the time. He's mine. At the time, baby. So now I'ma send her ass a damn care package and tell her upgrade her shit. I guess I was the best that you ever had. Now she ain't doing that shit. You looking for me to save you, and baby I can't blame you. You wanted me to save you, no I can't do that no more. You got to do it yourself. He's mine. At the time, baby, all the time. He's mine. At the time, baby, all the time. He's mine. At the time, baby, all the time. He's mine. At the time, baby, all the time. All the time. Every day I work to make sure I'm not just surviving. Oh no. And every night before I close my eyes, I reevaluate. Every time somebody tells me I'm doing big things, I deny it. 'Cause all I see is how far to go, not how far I came. So they tell me not to use too hard on yourself. You should really get some rest. But I can't think of it right now. You can't slow me down. I'm too close and I want it. Said that I want it. I want it. I want it all. Said that I want it. I want it. I want it all. Everybody look the same, but I changed my attire. Don't you like it? And everybody said it right. I seem to be the one that's left. I guess, but it's okay when I'm down and I'm drained and I feel a little tired.
All right, y'all. We back. It's MadWavy Radio. We got our beautiful sister here, Anonimuss Rose. Yeah. So we talked in the first section about, you know, our connections through brown sugar.
Right.
But we know this is deeply ingrained. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about just all the stuff that was before brown sugar. Tell us about that the early stages.
How you got started?
Yeah. Tell us about early young Nani.
Early young Nani was just a writer. Okay. So I got introduced to poetry at the age of 14, 15.
Okay.
And just kind of like carried that, you know, that wave of speaking and literacy and writing short books. And when I turned 19, I probably did a few poetry in motion. Shout out to Divine. That was kind of like my kick right there, because like I was young, I'm still trying to figure out who I was. Lady D at the time. I wasn't Anonymous.
Ooh, okay.
I was Lady D. Yes, and Lady D was hard on the mic. Okay.
I
was hard on the mic. I was a slam poet. So, and if you know about slam poetry is over dramatized. It's extra raw and rough. So I went from being raw and rough and being impacting upon like certain subjects in the city to taking that and making it into a melody.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've been singing all my life, you know, since the age of 3. Choirs, praise teams. I came up in the church.
Okay.
So
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Because when you said you know you was writing at the age of 14.
Right.
So I know that your music in particular is such a blend of all these different genres,
different sounds, and backgrounds.
So yeah, like those formative years, you was probably listening to everything.
Oh man, at 14, I was listening to Jonathan. Oh my God, Reynolds.
Jonathan Reynolds.
Jonathan
Mick Reynolds or
Mick Reynolds. There you go. Jonathan Mick Reynolds. You had
boy.
Tasha Cobb. You had Fred Hammond. You had who else? You had, of course, Kurt Franklin. Of course, BB and CC. But the old BB and CC, not the new one. The old one.
The one where they did the duet. The
duet album. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So having that, and then you come to the other side where my mom actually introduced me into music, because she was doing music. So there comes the Erica, there comes the Jill, there comes the Mary, MC Bree, E40, Tupac, NWA. So it was like Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight, and the Pips. You know, like I'm very well-rounded and cultured. So I was like, I want to do something with it. And everybody's like, do something. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do music. And this is like at 18. Yeah. Now, mind you, I was just writing songs in my bedroom at this point, strumming on the guitar. And then like 19, I was like, okay, nah, I'm going to actually take it somewhere. So I started writing hooks for people here in the city. Oh, wow. If I didn't record it, I just literally wrote it out. I'm in the studio with y'all. I was the hook maker. Okay. So I did that from 19 to about like 22, 23. Yeah. I took a break on it because
it just anything at that time, or
no, I didn't. At that time, it was still hard to find reliable studio sources that weren't trying to hold your music, or they wasn't an arm and a leg and a toenail. And being a young Black woman in Lexington, and you go to a house studio and you do one thing that somebody just doesn't like, there goes everything. There goes your stems. And like, let's say I want to be on your song. I want to rap it. Well, I wanted this person on the song. I want him to do it. Well, because I won't let you do it. You don't want anything to do with me. So I've had a lot of cases of that. Like, nobody got time for that. But fast forward, 25 comes. Turn 25. I'm singing and bartending at Max Karaoke. Shout out to Max Karaoke. May you forever rest in peace, because it doesn't exist anymore. But when it did, it was my platform. It was a way for me to sing and get to know different people. But I didn't feel pressure. You know, I'm like, okay, it's cool. You know, people be like, you got any music out? I'm like, no, I don't. Just meet me here. Come to karaoke. You want to see me perform? You come to karaoke. And then I linked up with Supreme. Shout out to my manager. At the end of that year, going into 2019, And he was fussing at me because I was going to do a dumb artist move. I was going to pack up my bags and go to Miami for one night, perform for free. Mind you, the bill was like $1,000.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting nothing from it. I'm not even performing.
Yeah.
I'm just going.
Yikes.
So he was like, if you want a show, bro, I could put you on a show. Like, don't do that. So I said, well, why don't you just be my manager then? I like put this together. You know what I'm saying? At that point, I performed at Brown Sugar a couple of more times. I performed at Roots and Heritage Festival that, at the Parks and Rec stage for the, the youth coming up. And at that point, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to take it somewhere.
And did you have some songs by then or?
No, I still didn't.
Yeah.
Still didn't. I didn't release my first project till 2019.
Wow.
And that was after I got with
How
Preem.
old were you at that time?
I was 25.
Yeah.
I was
I was about to say,
25.
I remember seeing you at Roots Heritage.
Yeah. So that was 25. The first project, Euphoria, it drops, it flops. It dropped and it flopped. Yes, it did, y'all. I'm sorry. It did. It dropped and it flopped. Simply because of finding people that actually are adequate at their jobs and know how to properly mix and master. People say they know how to do things, but they don't know how to do things. So a lot of the times, a lot of my failure in production came from that. And I think a lot of people was just like, no, I guess she just likes it. I'm like, no, I can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm not saying the thing about singing too that I want people to know over the audience. Singing and engineering, singing with good quality is not that easy. Rapping,
It's not.
Anybody can get on the mic and rap and get some decent
And you
quality.
can mix it. It sounds
people will be able to
great.
listen to it. Like it could be like terrible, halfway terrible with the mix, and people will still listen to it with rapping.
I'm
But with
glad.
singing,
I'm
it's
glad
different.
that you said that too, because I feel like a lot of just hip hop artists get so offended by that. But there has to be a recognition of like, okay, we know it's amazing writing and there's a lot of voice work that goes into it, but there is something different to a vocalist and what they have to
Having
do
to
on
find
the
the right
record.
engineer.
Yeah, it is a different type of beast.
Yeah, so me and Preem, we spent the last 4 years working out the sound, working out button heads, and what do I want this to sound like, and what do I want that to sound like. So from there, I dropped Serendipity. Serendipity was a step up. Now I had a song go viral on that project, which was Velvet Slide featuring Petey Smooth. Shout out to Petey Smooth. Fast forward to that, I dropped Linky Lounge Part 1 in 2021. That was the first debut album, like actual album.
Yeah.
I took that on the road. I went to the East Midwest kind of coast little area.
Yeah.
And got a great response from it. But when I came back, I was ready. I was 27 at that time. I was ready to reevaluate my life because I was like, okay, we've been doing this and running in circles, and I'm tired, and it's a lie, and I only got 2 hands and 2 eyes and 2 feet, and I'm like, okay, well, are you sure this is what you want to do? And it's just like, Spirit was just like, nah, bro, you can't give up like that. Like at this point, you're doubting me. Like you're pushing down my ability. And I was like, well, I don't want to do that, so I got to keep going. So then I dropped Lincoln Lounge Part 2. Now, mind you, it took me 2 years to write that. I didn't drop nothing all of 2022. I didn't drop anything. I faded to black. I didn't perform. I didn't do nothing. And I popped back out in 2023. That's when you met me.
Yeah.
That was like my first performance in a while because I just kind of like laid back. So with Lincoln Lounge Part 2, it was transformative. It was monumental. It was ascending. It was everything I needed it to be to kind of create who you see today.
Can I say, I want to say this too. Would you say it's fair that you came up pretty quickly though? Though you were doing a lot of groundwork, building your sound, building who you are.
When I applied the consistency.
When you finally applied what you wanted to do and actually do it.
Yeah.
It happened fast.
It happened pretty fast. So it's only meant to be because a lot of people, they've been working years. They not seeing no progress. But you made progress, especially once because you said you didn't make music for the long. So you didn't make your own music till like later on.
Yeah.
And then when you discovered your sound pretty quickly because I think those are all like those developmental years and constructing who you were and the sound that you wanted to create.
Yeah.
And now, like, as soon as you applied yourself and what you want to do,
It speaks to
it speaks to
it speaks
consistency.
to consistency and to authenticity.
Yes.
Because
yes.
I know just within my journey, and then also every other creator that I know, they always speak to a portion of their career where things pop for them when they stop kind of fighting against
The grain.
because you know at its core what you should be doing. and how these things should go. But you're always going to test everything before you kind of get to that route where it's like, okay, sometimes this is just right back to point A, right? Where it's like.
That's self-sabotage.
Yeah,
Think about
yeah.
it. Like, standing in your own way is the quickest way to knock you down. Like, I could say another artist has a potential of bumping me out of my spot, but I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, I have to face against me.
Yeah.
And as long as what's for me is for me, I have to stand out of my way to let that be.
Yeah.
So from Lincoln Lounge Part 2 until now, getting ready to drop the Anonimuss album this year, I would say that I'm very proud of where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I'm 30 years old. I still look good.
Right.
You know, I can still run. I can still box.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I can still,
you notice how
I still
her
got
eyes,
jabs.
you notice her eyes got big. She said, "I can still box." She wants you to know. She said, "Don't let the rose part get it twisted." I'm not a rose. Yeah, you know. The thorns and such.
Yeah, and it's been such a beautiful journey, and I'm very happy to say that you now know what you're gonna get from me.
Yeah.
You know,
Facts.
so when you hear this next album and it drops Friday, I want everybody to know that this is what we gonna be doing from now on.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So get hip, get used to it. So yeah, it's been a long 11-year journey. But I'll say within the last 5 years is when I actually was like, all right, let me cut the
That's when you
bull.
was really on
I stopped complaining about the support. Stop complaining because now nobody's gonna hand it to you. It's not.
I was literally just getting ready to ask you. So would you say the last 5-6 years is that chunk of time where you had your Phoenix moment?
I had to grow up.
Where you were like, you know what?
Yep.
This is who.
Light myself on fire.
Yeah.
Birth myself from the ashes. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because
amazing.
even in that year time span that you took off, like you came back, Phoenix out the ashes, and people recognize people. Because the thing is, you said, you know, you was talking about how somebody could take your spot. Can't nobody take your spot. You was gone a year, came back, your spot was there.
And I think every
solidified,
artist should go on sabbatical.
Yeah.
Every artist should take. I wouldn't do it as long as I did because I definitely had to start over. And that's that. Now that it does in the business realm, someone can take your position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as your charts, your numbers, streaming, ads, promos, stuff like that. Yeah, somebody can take your spot. But I will say that at least a month or two just to step away and discover a new side of you expands your art.
Or to even recapture what you are intending to put out there, because you know you could find yourself at times
in the loop,
creating in directions that that loop where it's like you're creating in directions that you wound up happening upon, and that doesn't mean that it doesn't serve you or that it's not what you want, but like if you forget what the mission statement is, you'll catch yourself
in.
So then you got to take that time and be like, all right, you know, gotta get back to the planning phases a little bit.
Yeah,
for sure. This is a perfect segue into this next break. We're gonna play some more Nani joints, and then when we come back, I definitely want to get some more of this art talk in with you.
Let's do it.
Your process is amazing. We got to talk
need to hear about that.
We got to talk about the process, and we got to talk about the band. Shout outs to my cousin Hazel.
Yes,
right?
Yes, the gardeners.
Yeah, absolutely. So Shout outs to everybody listening to MadWavy Radio. We'll be right back.
Countryside, outside of the angles. I contemplate on life and how this shit really get handled. It seems the time we living in gets crazy co-rambo. From these country roads to city lights, a black woman works overtime just to get it right. A black woman signed on the line like it's finally a time until they broke the internet and dimmed her light. 20 million overnight must be nice. I only dream of such. Sell our shows and fill arenas up. A black woman, I don't wanna pop my pussy. Don't wanna try to show my worth from earth. Is it all you see in us? I love for Drake and everything Kung Fu Kenny taught us. I was on YouTube too, root to every move. You know it's major with Taylor Swift, hatred and news. So artists like me ain't getting views. And when this is your life, what else you supposed to do? Hey black woman, you need more content. Hey black woman, you're just too conscious. Hey fat woman, don't pull that black card too hard. They rather turn trap hood rats into stars. I got a call from the A&R. She said we need another Lauren, but one that knows a place I'm a pawn. I guess it really is all a dream for me until somebody co-signs. So I seem to be in the right place at the right time with the right dollar sign. And right now that's not in my reach. Alright, fine. I'm still not leaking a sex tape. Still smile on stage and give her my best face. Lex wait, home stay flooded with fake spiritual bitches. And men softer than the women, you must be kidding. Refuse to compromise my inner being to fit in with niggas who kiss ass with no melanin in it. Pretending the racism ain't hidden, y'all go ahead. Hope it works for you, but over here we know the ledge. Everything rooted in black culture is growing legs. Taking out the hood and monetize compromise. Why do I even bother? Trying to reach showers like feeding toddlers. Without the machine backing me like Aubrey. Without a whole coast like the mom, I'm sorry. This is hard, and the odds don't favor a black woman. Not laying on her back, no, I'm not that woman. I'm trying to raise the bar on how we act as black women. Singing my song, I'm just keeping facts in them. I didn't ever think that it would be like this. Been through too much, I could never forget. But one day I'ma get my wish. I wish that music was enough, then maybe they'll recognize my gift. But until then,
All right, y'all, we back. It's MadWavy Radio. Got our sister Anonymous here. And yeah, we about to get to the meat and potatoes right here. We get some of this art talk right here.
The nitty gritty.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, look. This is these are the parts I get super excited about. This is the equivalent of looking in somebody's sketchbook right now. I love.
I have plenty of those.
She took a deep breath.
Yeah,
I have plenty of those.
Now, see, so I know with all the times that we've seen you live, right, and then now you've got the Gardeners, and you've got this whole energy around you. You know what I mean? You giving me the vibes of like that D'Angelo voodoo era. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the type of throwback, right? That's that type of time that I see you on. So, yeah, speak a little bit to your process. What got you even to connect those dots? Like
for the band.
Just for the band. Yeah, because I feel like something has to happen for an artist to make the decision to go from something that can be a little bit more not to say easily produced, but like being a songwriter, vocalist, MC, all these different things, and then saying, you know what? Nah, I need a band. I need a vibe.
And then after that, I need to know how we came up with the name Anonimuss Rose, because we talking about the band The Gardeners, but we got Anonimuss Rose and The Gardeners. Why?
I got you.
Yeah, got you. Start with that one.
So the name came before the group. And see, that's why I like talking to y'all, because I was like, I don't know if y'all remember, I made that post on Facebook. So I was like, so one day I was listening to James Brown and I was dancing around my house, and I was just like, I had my sage burning and I got my journal out and I'm just dancing around. I was like, I'd already tried to have a band probably twice before this, in the midst of the music journey. And it didn't work. But this time I was like, well, let me formulate the name first. Let me get the essence and the energy of what I want the band to portray. And then I'm going to just throw it out there into the universe and see what happens. And I posted the name Anonimuss Rose and the Gardeners, because at first it was Anonimuss Rose and the Thorns, and I didn't like that. Oh, yeah. And then we had Anonimuss Rose and the Hoses, and it was like, that's a little too close to the other word. And I was like, okay, well, all right. And then the Supreme was like, the Garden. And I was like, the Gardeners. And that's how it came. And I posted it, and within 4 hours, I had the whole band put together. Wow. And that was just for my debut show for them. It was in August at Loudon House. So shout out to Miss Lori. I love her so much. So after we had that debut show, it was tour. Tour was next. Yeah. So it was like having to figure out who was going to stay, who was going to go. A lot of people had their own paths, their own artistry to tend to, and I wanted everybody to stay on that lane. You know what I'm saying? Because the Gardeners is an energy. It doesn't matter who's attached to it, because that could always change. But Anonimuss Rose and the Gardeners is a thing. Right. Yeah. And shout out to Hazel Karan for sticking around, and shout out to Evan Cummins, my drummer, for sticking around. And it's just been us three rocking it. Like it seems like everybody's like, it sounds a little. No, it comes together just right. Right. Yeah. It comes together just right.
Think about, the Gardeners. Some things just got to get weeded out.
Some things got to go through. Just do what you do.
Some things got to get weeded out.
Hey, well, and it's a testament to like what you've built with the band, and how big it was versus what it is now, and everybody watching so closely to see things. Well, you talk about people get weeded out, because I know personally it felt like reality TV, where I watch it, I'm like, where's everybody going? What they doing? Who's going on tour? That type of thing. Because you watch it, so it shows people's investment in Naughty, because it's like we all sitting here.
I was like, listen, I know people are watching like, what is going on?
What is happening? Yeah.
I'm just like, if it ain't in, get rid of it.
Get it out.
I don't have time for it. Keep it
moving. Yeah.
I'm going to say that's how it works, though. Everything happens for a reason and season.
Absolutely.
Some people are meant for the journey. Some people aren't.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's just how it goes. And then new people will enter in and old people weed out.
Yeah,
the cycles of life.
Well, and you know, you gotta know when certain things aren't going to really fit with the final image.
Yeah, no,
you know,
no,
and it takes a lot of strength to be able to do something like that. You know, it can be hard to cut things or to understand when certain things are wrapped up in situations where it's like you want the best for everybody.
And I had to work to that point.
Yeah.
I had to get to a point where I had to realize that Nani was too available.
Mm-hmm.
Nani was too accessible. And so when you meet me and you're sitting down and you talking, I'm like, this is me every day. I'm cooler than a breeze. I'm very laid back. I'm loving. I'm genuine. But when it comes to my art, that's my baby. That is my dream. That is my obligation. And not only that, it's a part of my purpose.
Right. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a part of my purpose to create. So I had to tighten up the ship. I can't just let any and everything run in and out and take bricks from my foundation and then I ain't got nothing left.
Absolutely.
So it was like, okay, it's still all love. And personally, if you want to kick it, we can kick it. We cool. But on this side of the fence, I can't do it.
Because if the energy doesn't match when you're trying to make something happen, sometimes.
And if it comes back around, it'll come back around.
Yeah.
It won't.
It's internal work.
And then on the art tip of things, speaking of cutting things, how do you know so I know we have a new album getting ready to be released. So how do you know which songs that you want to cut? Which songs are you going to release or show to the people? What piece of your art that you're going to release to the people and what are you going to keep to yourself?
That is always an extensive process, and shout out to Supreme because he deals with me. I'm a headache. I usually have a bank of songs, right? So my catalog is extensive. Like, not to keep them on deck. I keep them on deck. I got songs like I was going through my catalog the other day, and I was like, dang, I did this. We got to put that on something. That is worth something. But a lot of the times I will record, let it sit, let it settle, draft up my cover first. If you don't know this about Nani, I was gonna say, if you don't know this about Nani, I'm into digital art. I actually am a artist myself, so I draw, I paint, I design clothes. I just don't act on all of it because some things I like to just keep for me. If I turn everything into a hustle, I'ma die, y'all. I'm gonna kill myself. Right. And I've done it before. I've already hit that run. So I'm like, a lot of things I just keep to myself. But when I get into the creative process of creating my cover, that's when I know what songs are gonna be on. So I just record.
That's different.
And I file them into folders. And then once my cover is created, and I've done every album cover ever created. Shout out to you though, because you got me and Lando B's together. Hit up Bright So Quay for all of your illustrations, okay? But that was the first time I actually didn't create the cover, so it felt relief. Okay, I was like, yes, I will drop the bread for that. But once I got the Anonymous album cover figured out, I automatically knew what was going on it.
Did you have the name for it already?
Yes. I do that. Like the album title and the cover are the first things to drop in my mind.
I think I've never heard that before.
Well, and I mean, all three of us being visual artists here, so even the question within that. So when you're putting together a piece, do you have name of the piece and then build the piece, or you do vice versa? Because I think for me, I come up with the name or the concept, and then everything else just falls in line.
So for me, when it comes to that, I have a feeling. I have an emotion, or what I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I kind of go off of what's the frequency. What am I feeling? Yeah. Am I feeling love? Are we feeling light and fuzzy? Yeah. What are we feeling? Like, I want to give soft. But I want to give. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how do I portray that? And from there, everything just kind of like slowly but surely comes together. And a lot of my art, like I said, is now digital. So when it comes to my photography, I'm very, 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 I'm a stickler about how it looks, the clarity, what it gives off. What are you saying? What does this moment say? And when it came to the Anonymous album and I looked at that picture, I was like, it says Anonymous, baby. That's what it says. Right. It says you. And I was like, after that, everything that comes into play with songs that represent me, I put them in place. So like the whole track list, like I can't even say that it's like Lincoln Lounge Part 2 because Lincoln Lounge Part 2 was structured with the actual story and a flow. Yeah. Now this is a vibe, a feeling, like, you know, emotionally channeled, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not like we telling a story. I am telling a story, but it's more so like, but you know, every now and then it's just kind of sporadic, random. You know. Yeah. So with that, I go off of feeling. I go off of emotion.
Yeah.
That's how it comes together. Then the name comes.
Yeah.
Then the title comes. Then it's like this big piece of art, you know.
Yeah.
I wish that I could do what Tony does. Tony can like actually like replicate actual images. I'm very abstract. Yeah. So I draw what I see in my mind. I draw what I see in my mind. So like I could draw a picture of a man or a woman, and they'll be like, "They can look like somebody." I'm like, I'm pretty sure it don't.
Yeah. Well, now I can relate to that. I can relate to that because I know my process is the mixture of the two. Yeah. Where it's like I'll study something enough to understand exactly what that is structurally. Mm-hmm. So like I don't have to really.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he could see you be live arting with something that's not even there. Yeah. Like, and then like have like know exactly what it looks like. I'm like, bro, how do you even know what I need a reference?
It's wild. It's wild.
I gotta look at something.
Well, like, because I'll study something from top to bottom. Yeah. Like, I need to know what this thing looks like structurally so I could draw it from every direction. And then everything comes out of my mind. It's like that it's like a banked deposited, like, okay, I need to draw a piano, pull the piano out the library.
My process is completely different from yours, even when it comes to like the album making, like putting songs together. I don't have the title till I find a whole bunch of songs. They feel like they all got the same type of energy. Then I put a title to it. Then I come up with the album cover, and then I have everything. Yeah. So it's like completely opposite.
And to be honest, in industry, that's how that works.
Yeah.
That's exactly how that works. Because they'll have you sit down and go through your catalog and be like, okay, well, you might not have a title for this just yet, but we want this song, this song, this song, this song, and this song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Flip it.
Yeah.
Flip it. I get the cover. I'm like, I know what's going on it.
Yep.
Go to the catalog.
Right.
Scroll it.
Right. Now, see, and then now within this process conversation, and then like swinging back to like what we were talking about earlier, as far as like the connection and the curation of things, right? The cutting of things or whatever. I want to give you your flowers, and then this kind of flowers to you too, Tony. You know, as well. I think there's something.
This ain't my show.
Well, hey, but just two artists that generally have the ability to understand when something fits in with the energy, when something is serving the work that's being done, and knowing what to hold on to and what to let go of. I think that's just a really, really important part of being cohesive and being prolific and really building towards something properly. I think that's a really powerful trait to have, because we want to do everything with love, but we also want to understand that like when things have to serve the work, and we need like minds around.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah,
that's what I tell everybody. And that's a very intricate saying. Mm-hmm. There's a time and a place for everything.
Absolutely.
So it's like you could watch a live of Anonimuss Rose and be like, gosh, she's raw and uncut and hard. But then meet me at the Carnegie Center and be like, wait, what?
Is this the same night?
Is this the same?
Yeah.
Yes, because there's a time and a place for everything. You can't just judge the book off the cover. You have to judge it by the author.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm about to say, like, so even going back to like your Lincoln Lounge Part 2, when the intentionality behind like the storytelling and being outside, and where the space was even in the city, and how you were feeling, I felt like, because you said like around that time you were rising out the ashes and different things like that, and just coming back out, like you outside. So like just hearing the intentionality behind.
That's the first song on that album, actually.
Yeah. That's dope.
It's outside.
That's dope.
So like, and even just hearing the storytelling in between the skits and all those things, and how intentional you are about what you're trying to say and portray in the music is beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Facts.
And I can actually say that album, I created the cover first.
Yeah.
I definitely created the cover first, but I wrote the poem and then structured the songs around the poem.
Wow.
So I broke the poem up into it's Juliet's poem. So it's kind of like a hood version. rigmarole, add the Afrocentricity in there of
hood.
Romeo and Juliet.
Hey,
the modern day Romeo and Juliet. So, but you got to hear from Juliet's side.
Remind me after this to pass a book to you.
Yes, sir.
There's a graphic novel by a black artist named Ronald Wimberly called Prince of Cats. Ooh. And it's a black 80s New York interpretation of Romeo and Juliet. And from the perspective of Tybalt.
Yeah.
That's
you
what I'm talking about.
gonna love that.
Yes.
You gonna love that.
Yes. You meant listen.
Yeah.
You give that to me, and I'm gonna take that.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we're gonna go ahead and hit this next break because we want to close out with all of the future Nani projects, right. All the things we've got coming.
Yes.
We did our plug on the front end. We want you to close us out on the back end. We're gonna play some more of our Anonimuss Rose favorites. Everybody enjoy, and it's MadWavy.
MadWavy.
Mic check. Are you ready? Okay. We on self-care. We on self-care. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. Pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. Know your self-worth. Know your self-worth. Just wanna vibe, so I hit my favorite spot. And any other time I let you shoot your shot. 'Cause you're fly, my type, but I can't let you in. I'm trying to find that higher self within. So I'm saging, meditating. Wanna be in a better place, but I'm patient. Appreciating every day and giving thanks for every breath that I'm taking. Sometimes I cry, but these are tears of joy. Some try to lie, but we don't care no more. We on self-care, put yourself first. Pick yourself up, know your self-worth. We on self-care, put yourself first. Pick yourself up, know your self-worth. Self-care, girl, take care of yourself. Self-care, don't depend on no one else. I'm selfish, I know I can't help it. Loving on me, on some feeling myself shit. Hugging on trees till I leave connected. A fistful of crystals, I'm protected. A steam beat by weak men to feel strong. A queen underneath the lies that he's on. Please keep the tea, I ride with my own. A bitch ain't bothered, I'm in my zone. Unapologetically me and suggest you be TRUE to the person you see in the mirror. Windex that shit till it's 4K clearer. Don't play with her. And my avocado face mask. Bubble bath me time to the trouble pass. Struggle last so D&D that phone and let it go. 'Cause you are the one you gotta be better for. We on self-care, put yourself first. Pick yourself up, know your self-worth. We on self-care, put yourself first. Pick yourself up, know your self-worth. Self-care, girl, take care of yourself. Self-care, don't depend on no one else. Self-care, girl, take care of yourself. Self-care, don't depend on no one else. Self-care, girl, take care of yourself. Self-care, don't depend on no one else. You ain't gotta depend on no one, no one. Yeah, let the bass knock. High clap. closer. Take me away to ecstasy. No, there can I could ever reach. Your love make me feel taller than the trees, deeper than the seas, and I just yearn for your touch. No, I don't ask for much, but you, I wanna fly to you. Yeah, I wanna fly to you. Let the mountains shape the view. Let us witness our love. No, there's nothing I won't do to feel this way forever. Baby, come over. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, come over. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Let them take you away. Far from what we know. Let your heart be cold. Let our love witness the flow. Grab my hand, I'll take you. Love is a galaxy that knows our names. Let no boundary lead the way. We set the tone and the flow, so only we can say how it goes. And I wanna go higher, higher. And I wanna go higher, higher. And I wanna go higher. Won't you let me take you higher? Baby, come over. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, come over. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, come over. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, come over. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer. Baby, pull me closer.
All right, we back, y'all. MadWavy Radio. Again, I can't say it enough. Much love to our sister, Anonimuss Rose. Thank you for blessing us. Because this is, oh man.
Yeah, it's a super blessing.
A super
Thank
blessing.
you for the opportunity, man.
You might have to come back for a future episode for sure.
Yeah.
One because we love you, and then two, we had some fire conversations.
Yeah, just have some
Hey,
great conversations.
let me tell you.
They don't know. We might have a three they seen the chemistry between us two, but like that's how you could tell like we just all flowing.
You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah.
The real interview might have been behind the scenes. But on that note though, go ahead and tell everybody what they need to expect. Give everybody all your release dates, your show dates. Just fill everyone in.
Got you. So guys, make sure that you tune in with me April 26th. That is the release date for the Anonimuss tape album. Mm-hmm. And also the release party that'll be hosted at Cloud 1100. Mm-hmm. Shout out to DJ Easy. 1100 Old Main Street. So make sure you guys beat me there. Don't meet me there because I'll be fashionably late. Also, May 18th, make sure that you check in with the Summer Runway hosted by Ivy Boutique. Show starts at 5, and I'm not mistaken, it's at the library downtown. Mm-hmm. Also, make sure that you spin the block again because May 25th, we're going to be right back downtown actually headlining the Diversity Festival.
There we go.
Happy. Mm-hmm. As of right now, that's what we have cooking. Oh, the 25th. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. The 25th, I'm actually sliding to Tennessee. The Recording Academy actually is having a mentorship networking event.
Okay.
Where I can actually go down there and actually be broken off into groups and talk to mentors, get more information, put my name in bigger rooms. So that's also a great opportunity there as well.
That's huge, yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I couldn't miss that. Like I'm going down and coming back because I gotta be at the party the next day. So
making big moves. That's what come with it.
To any artist listening, take notes of that. We need continued education as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure that you guys head over to all platforms and follow your girl, Anonimuss Rose. That's ANONIMUSS on all platforms. And I hope to see you guys Friday. Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to go ahead and make sure to remind everybody listening how important it is to make sure that you pull up and support in any opportunities that you get the chance to stream the music of these artists, buy the merchandise,
share their content, the content.
Yes,
Absolutely,
comment.
Do things to engage with these artists and try to be as direct as possible, because none of these streaming platforms are splitting things correctly. You need to make sure that you connect directly with your artist.
Yes.
Buy something directly from your artist. Request your artist. Do not just think that it's enough to like some stuff on Spotify. That's not going to do.
Yeah.
So pull up and share and engage.
Facts.
Yep. Tony, you got anything, brother?
Man, I'm just super thankful for Anonymous coming through, you know, just blossoming today, and, you know, giving us a little bit of her sunlight and rays on today, giving us that energy. So I'm super thankful. And then I think one more thing before you should go out, just a word of advice you have for any artist that's coming up or, you know, trying to do the thing, any words of advice or last words you like to say to them?
Huge.
Know who you are. If you don't do nothing else, know who you are. That's the first step. Before you strike out to even call yourself an artist, know who you are. Know what you stand on. Know what you're moving in. And then move from there.
I agree 100%.
Amen. And on that note, it's MadWavy Radio.
Peace and love.
Peace.
When I say mad, y'all say wavy. Mad, wavy, mad, wavy. When I say mad, y'all say wavy. Mad, wavy, mad, wavy. This the type of joint that's for the wavies to fuck. I'm talking about the Yeezys, yeah, the craziest to fuck. Slim Shady off the they was laughing at the vision, now they see we ain't no joke. Feel like Max B, Tony Wavy like the coast. Feel like Mad B, how me be mad?
You heard?
Mad Wavy, man, we where they wanna be at. Addicted to the wave, put them folks on rehab. As soon as they hear the name, you know they gon' relapse. Like homie, relax. Catch us on the recap. Open up the doors, they looking where the key at. We coming at your tap and we ain't aiming at your kneecap. We got plenty ammo, big guns, holding up the city, even know what way it turn. Y'all been jogging in place, but we going on the run. Best players in the game and we ain't doing this for fun. You ain't saying nothing if you ain't trained with Jackie Chun. And that's a big L, homie, no big pun. Yeah.
Man, look, it's MadWavy. You already know what it is, man. You look for vibes, we got it. You looking for art, we got it. Bars, man, stop playing. Look, you gotta get down or lay down. It's MadWavy. Who are you talking to right now?
When I say mad, y'all say wavy. Mad, wavy, mad, wavy. When I say mad, y'all say wavy. Mad, wavy, mad, wavy.